Skol Nation, are you ready for some earth-shattering news that's about to send shockwaves through the entire NFL? Because what I'm about to tell you will have every single Vikings fan on the edge of their seats, hearts pounding and purple blood boiling with excitement. Listen up, my Purple Warriors. While you've been enjoying your summer thinking everything was calm in Minnesota, three massive developments have been brewing behind the scenes that could completely transform our beloved Vikings into an absolute monster of a team for 2025. We're talking about moves so strategic, so perfectly calculated, that other franchises are already shaking in their boots. But here's the thing that's got me absolutely fired up. One of our most crucial defensive players is currently in limbo, waiting for the front office to make their move. This isn't just any player, Skol Nation. This is a defensive mastermind who's been Brian Flores' secret weapon, a sixth-round gem who's proven that heartbeats, draft position every single time. And while he's holding in during practices, refusing to participate in certain drills, the tension is building like a Minnesota blizzard. Meanwhile, our front office has been making moves that would make even the most seasoned NFL executives jealous. We're talking about an investment so massive, so game-changing, that it's got national analysts ranking us among the top moves of the entire 2025 offseason. But that's not even the most explosive part. Hit that like button right now if you're ready to see why the entire NFL should be terrified of what Minnesota is building. Drop a comment telling me how pumped you are for this season. And if you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button, because you do not want to miss any Vikings news. The third piece of this puzzle involves a potential trade that could send shockwaves through the entire league. A cornerback with Super Bowl experience who has direct connections to our coaching staff. Are you ready to find out which defensive star might be coming to Minneapolis? Buckle up, Skol Nation, because the first revelation will blow your mind. Josh Metellus. Remember that name, Skol Nation, because this man is about to become the center of one of the most important contract negotiations in recent Vikings history. The same defensive wizard who transformed from a sixth-round afterthought into Brian Flores' most versatile weapon is now sending a crystal-clear message to the front office. Pay me what I'm worth. This isn't just any ordinary contract dispute, my purple-blooded brothers and sisters. Metellus is strategically holding in, showing up to practices, but refusing to participate in 7-on-7 drills during OTAs and minicamp. It's a chess move that shows incredible intelligence and business savvy. The man knows his value, and he's not going to risk injury for a measly 2-year, $8 million deal when he's clearly worth so much more. Think about this journey, Skol Nation. Metellus was waived as a rookie in 2020, completely cut loose. But what did he do? Did he give up? Hell no. He fought his way back onto the practice squad the very next day, then clawed his way onto the active roster just 2 weeks later. This is the kind of warrior mentality that defines championship teams. From special teams excellence to becoming an every-down defensive playmaker, Metellus has shown the Vikings and all of Skol Nation what it means to never give up. In 2023, he became one of Flores' most important defenders, a do-it-all playmaker who could line up anywhere on the field and make things happen. We're talking about a defensive Swiss Army knife who can cover receivers, stop the run, and create turnovers. His agent Drew Rosenhaus, one of the most powerful agents in the NFL, is handling these negotiations, which tells you everything about Metellus' market value. When Rosenhaus is your agent, you're not playing games with pocket change. But here's what's got me absolutely pumped about Metellus' attitude. Never anxious, man. I did the work the past 2 years. Whatever I did is out there. My tape is my tape. It's going to play itself out. That's the confidence of a player who knows he's elite. That's the mindset of someone who's about to get paid. But wait, Skol Nation. The second bombshell will show you just how serious the Vikings are about domination. Hold on to your horned helmets, Skol Nation, because what I'm about to reveal will prove that this Vikings front office is not messing around. GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah just orchestrated one of the most aggressive off-season overhauls in NFL history, and it's all focused on one thing: total domination in the trenches. We're talking about a staggering $203.8 million investment in transforming both our offensive and defensive lines into absolute monsters. This isn't just spending money. This is strategic warfare planning that will strike fear into every opponent who has to face us. Let me break down this incredible spending spree that has the entire NFL taking notice. Will Fry's locked up for 5 years, $87.7 million. Jonathan Allen secured for 3 years, $51 million. Javon Hargrove signed for 2 years, $30 million. Ryan Kelly brought in for 2 years, $18 million. And our first-round gem, Donovan Jackson, with his 4-year, $17.1 million rookie contract. Do you understand what this means, Skol Nation? We already had one of the NFL's best offensive tackle duos in Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill. We already had a loaded group of edge rushers with Jonathan Greenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, and Dallas Turner. But Adolfo Mensah said, that's not enough. We're going to be unstoppable. Bleacher Report ranked our trench improvements as the number 4 move of the entire 2025 offseason. They wrote, this isn't going to be an easy team to push around at the snap in 2025. That's not just praise, that's a warning to the rest of the NFL. Think about what this means for J.J. McCarthy in his first year as our starting quarterback. Better protection, an improved rushing attack, and a defensive line that's going to create havoc for opposing offenses. We're not just building a team, we're building a championship machine. The Vikings won 14 games last season, but faltered in the postseason. Adolfo Mensah looked at that disappointment and said, never again. This investment shows that Minnesota is ready to take that next step from playoff contender to Super Bowl champion. But Skol Nation, the third and final revelation might be the most explosive of all. Skol Nation, are you ready for this? Because what I'm about to tell you could be the final piece of the puzzle that transforms our Vikings into an absolute Super Bowl juggernaut. Jalen Ramsey, the 3-time Pro Bowl cornerback, the Super Bowl champion, the defensive game-changer who has direct connections to our coaching staff, could be heading to Minnesota. And when I say direct connections, I mean Kevin O'Connell and Ramsey literally won a Super Bowl together with the Los Angeles Rams. Vikings beat writer Ben Gosling dropped this bombshell on KFan Radio saying, I think it's certainly worth keeping in mind because there's that history with Kevin O'Connell. He won a Super Bowl with Kevin O'Connell, and I think there would be a need there. Listen to me, Skol Nation. This isn't just speculation. The Miami Dolphins have made it known that Ramsey is available via trade. We're talking about a cornerback who's still viewed as elite across the league. Someone who could instantly upgrade our secondary and give us that shutdown corner we've been missing. Yes, Ramsey will turn 31 in October, and yes, he'll cost $21 million on the salary cap this season. But think about what we're building here. We've invested over $200 million in the trenches. We're negotiating with our defensive playmaker, Metellus, and now we have the opportunity to add a proven Super Bowl champion to our secondary. O'Connell has a history of bringing in players from his Rams championship team, and this move would fit perfectly with that pattern. Imagine Ramsey playing alongside Byron Murphy Jr. in our secondary. Opposing quarterbacks would have nowhere to throw. The article mentions this could be a ballsy move that would put the NFL on notice. That's exactly what Skol Nation wants to hear. We don't want to fly under the radar anymore. We want the entire league to know that Minnesota means business. After winning 14 games last season, these moves signal that now is the time for our Super Bowl push. Adolfo Mensah and O'Connell are putting together all the pieces for championship glory, and Ramsey could be the final cornerstone. Skol Nation, if this news has you as fired up as I am, smash that like button right now. Drop a comment telling me which of these 3 developments has you most excited. Make sure you're subscribed because this Viking season is going to be legendary. From Metellus getting the contract he deserves, to our historic investment in the trenches, to the potential addition of a Super Bowl champion cornerback, the Vikings are building something special. This isn't just another season, Skol Nation. This is our year to prove that Minnesota can compete with anyone. The question isn't whether we'll make the playoffs. It's whether the rest of the NFL is ready for what we're about to unleash. Are you ready to skol into Super Bowl glory?